Sometimes everything but the music.
It's interesting. I was checking out the website known as YouTube. Are you familiar with YouTube?
Yeah.
And on YouTube, there was a video of you guys playing, and there were some comments on it. And you were asked at this festival in Holland, what is, quote, your worst experience with festivals?
Yeah.
In Holland. And a fan misheard that to be, what's your worst experience with testicles? Which made me think, what is your worst experience with testicles?
Oh, geez, with testicles?
Let me offer this up here, Cedric, because I'm not sure if you're aware of the band The Cynics, a kind of a garage punk band from Pittsburgh, still rocking. Michael of The Cynics had this little story about testicles. I was on the edge of a stage somewhere in Spain, and someone started pulling my leg. I wanted to jump off the stage, but it was pretty high, and it was a kid sitting in a wheelchair, and I thought I was going to get impaled by that. So I tried to keep myself on the stage, and my legs were sliding, and pow! My scrotum hits right on the edge of the stage and sliced my urinal tube. Jeez. There suddenly was a moist feeling in my pants, and I thought I had pissed myself, and I reached my hand down, and it's blood! I ran backstage, pulled down my pants, and it's blood pouring out like a fountain!
Profusely.
The room later looked like the St. Valentine's Day massacre, and this is the scary part. The first hospital didn't know what to do. And the next hospital was sticking tubes in me into pee and shit. I spent like 2 weeks at the hospital. I was really scared, but it worked out fine and healed itself. Wanna see? That's what he says in this interview. So I was curious, have you had anything like that? Have you heard anybody getting injured like that? Like basically, quote, my scrotum hits the edge of the stage and slices my urinal tube.
Yeah, no, not that bad, and I'm surprised, knock on wood, but no.
No, we can't beat that testicle story, if that's what you're saying. No. We can't beat it.
So thank you, Magma, for the inspiration.
Yes, they're first.
But we can't stop with them. We also have our good friends, Universe Zero. Have you heard of this prog rock band that is into the bassoon?
Don't know them.
They're into the instrumental bassoon, orchestral type stuff.
Okay. Probably not my cup of tea. Is it modern?
Yes, pretty modern.
Yeah, well, not really.
It goes back and forth. But, you know, we're in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. And Vancouver is also the home of whose children? This is a hard one. Whose prog rock's children live in Vancouver?
John's Children? No?
Well, John's Children is a great garage 60s sort of band. We're getting close.
I can't think of it.
Oh,
God, Phil Collins.
Phil Collins' kids! Yes! Phil Collins' kids are in Vancouver. Have you met Phil Collins' kids? He has a son called Simon and a daughter called Jolie Collins. Like, Simon was once in a band called Chaos, and Jolie is an actor.
Didn't know that.
Have you run into any offspring of, not that type of offspring, but offspring of the, are you into the Genesis? Because check out this, would you ever do, I love to, you got to give him props for doing this, to thank you.
This is a great album. This is a really great album. Not the later stuff, because Phil Collins is really a great drummer.
We also have the Brain Ticket. Are you into Brain Ticket at all, Mars Volta? Another prog rock band. I just thought I'd show you. The Brain Ticket.
No, I've never heard of this one.
And then, of course, there also is the band Marillion.
Yeah,
okay, I've heard of them.
Yeah.
Talking about a Genesis ripoff, right? But what's neat about Marillion, they have an album called
Manchu?
No, Fugazi.
Oh, they do?
They have an album called Fugazi. Isn't it weird that Marillion have an album called Fugazi?
It is a common military term.
But still, though, like prog rock, punk rock, because you guys love Fugazi, too, you know, not that you're prog rock, but still, that prog fits in there in the actual scheme of things.
Yes, it does.
And lastly here, I want to ask you about this band right here. This is Canadian prog. I have to show it to you. The Jarvis Street Review. Canadian prog.
Can we take? God, it looks like the singer of Fall Out Boy.
No, it's really good though. It's very expensive. It's very expensive. But I want to mention it because you've been touring across Canada and stuff. And the Rhythm Pigs, who you cited as an influence, once covered Gordon Lightfoot's Sundown. They covered Sundown.
Did they really?
Would you consider doing any Canadian covers? Have you done any Canadian covers at all?
What was the one in Canada? What was her name? What was her name?
BJ Snowden.
Oh, in Canada, yeah.
We wanted to cover that. We wanted to cover that.
She's great.
Yeah, that's a Jello Biafra favorite, isn't it?
Yes.
So here you are, back in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. You've played here a couple times, but in Los Angeles, there's the Schmel Club, and the Schmel Club is taking off, isn't it?
Yes, it is, where you go see good music.
I just can't believe how big it's got. Like, it's really got a lot more popular, hasn't it? It seems like there's tons happening there. Like, I was checking their website, and it says, don't bother trying to book a gig here. Contact one of the bands already on their bills.
Yeah, that's how exclusive and hip it is.
But it's got cool that it's actually happening. The all-ages scene, really, for years, it was kind of struggling. But now it's like this kicking ass. It's the Schmel, like bands like No Age signing to Sub Pop and totally repping the Schmel. You guys have played the Schmel quite a bit, haven't you? Or you on and off?
With At the Drive-In, we I think we might have played. No, we didn't? Oh, okay.
De facto.
Oh, yeah, we played with De Facto there, our dub project.
Have you guys ever met Buckethead at all?
No.
You know, the Guns N' Roses guy, or the ex-Guns N' Roses guy?
No, never.
What's the closest you've come to Buckethead? Tommy Stinson?
Serge.
From System, because he plays with them, so that's as close as we've gotten to Buckethead.
So, did you perhaps see the chicken coop at all? Did he practice us in? Because if you...
Does he really do that?
Yeah, he practices in a chicken coop. He's amazing! Buckethead! You guys have not used the opportunity of living in Los Angeles to hook up with the Buckethead at all.
I didn't even know you lived there.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. I just want to take this opportunity to thank all the people of the world who supported us. And Cedric, I want to thank you. You're beautiful.
I want to thank God.
Yeah, I want to thank God for sure. And I want to thank the microphone. And thank you.
I want to thank Lil Mama.